Hi there. This is Crispy, and today he will be explaining the never-ending 13-day cycle of time that he calls the pyramid wave flow. As mentioned in many of my other videos, my terms for the Mayan Embodiment Astrology are an amalgamation of almost every available English book and website regarding Mayan astrology and culture, combined with my intuition based on, as of now 2021, 23 years of using and teaching the sacred Mayan Tzolk'een astrology system. So why do I call this the pyramid wave flow? I mean, like, if you'd never heard of the sacred Mayan Tzolk'een calendar, and then you learned that they had a repeating 13-day cycle, like our 7-day week, and it was called a pyramid wave flow, you could probably conjure up an image in your mind that would help you understand it quite well, yeah? And then let's say, for example, you also saw this diagram, and you would probably know that each day has a different energy because of its position on this pyramid. And then if you saw this one, you'd be like, okay, yeah, the pyramid wave flow, good. And then so I just keep going and helping, and that's what I do. And so eventually I think most people would agree that the term pyramid wave flow is actually beneficial, especially to every newcomer to the omniverse of the Maya. And the word tone, by the way, represents a qualitative vibration, a frequency, a tone, if you will. Also could be called an aspect or a type of each glyph that they are modifying. So obviously there are, therefore, 13 types of every one of the 20 glyphs in the 260-day, never-ending, repeating loop. But I must say, it's never the same way twice. So what is actually happening on every day? Well, aside from the 20 glyphs that keep revolving, these 13 tones do, and each day is guided by 4 people, if you will, in this pattern. So each one is obviously a glyph and a tone. And what I've done in this video is remove the eye candy of the glyphs so we can focus on the music, the underlying music, instead of the visuals. And as an added bonus, I have made graphics for you that explain the divine feminine and divine masculine guides, as well as the past wisdom and future vision tones that go along with each day. In this way, you will learn the sacred mathematical matrices that are woven into the divine 13 by 20 harmonic grid called the Tzolk'een. Okay, let's get started. Of course, I will give you a few keywords and maybe a sentence or two from my notes for each day. And the first tone, 1, is called initiating. Keywords: starting, leading, anchoring, unifying, creating. And here's the first sentence. Like a mini Big Bang, these people have the active starting energy of all projects, journeys, songs, and every work of art. So the divine feminine tone joining us every tone one day is tone 7. The future guide is 9. The past wisdom guide is 6. And the divine masculine guiding influence of today, or I should say tone 1 days, is 8. Okay, so let's take a quick look here a little closer before I move on to tone 2. I'm not going to use Roman numerals any further in this video because the tones really do not imply quantity and numbers per se. Yes, obviously the Mayan calendar counts days, and you could say how many days were between spring equinox and today, for example. But when we talk about astrology, this means personality characteristics according to the flow of time that is emanating from the great central sun, the Hunab-ku, which is the one and only giver of movement and measure, which you might also call Sophia, or Mother, Father, Goddessness, or Prime Creator, or Divine Source, or please feel free to use whatever term you like. But the Maya, who in another dimension are the Pleiadians, have identified that this energy is pulsing and flowing in a rhythm, actually two intertwining rhythms that are interpreted and configured according to each life-giving planet's relationship to its life-giving star or stars. But in all cases in the omniverse, the Tzolk'een is the guiding loom of creation, with an interweaving cycle of 13 and 20 intervals, which on our planet happens to be 24-ish hour days on a 365.25 day-ish year. Oh, okay, where was I? Right, so here's Crispy's little cheat sheet if you're counting out the tones and the guides without your information around you. For whatever tone it is, just count 5 ahead and you arrive at the past wisdom tone. It's actually 8, or minus 13 is 5, but it's easier just to count 5 ahead. Then you go 1 more to divine feminine, 1 more to divine masculine, and 1 more to your future vision. That's the easiest way to explain the guiding tones, and that's why I'm explaining it to you in this way. It's a cool pattern. But this is the actual look of the pattern. And here is you inside the wheel of 20. Oh, wait, that's me. Oh, no, it's actually all of us. Got it? Good. Okay, now, before we really get rolling, here's the last little extremely cool tidbit, at least to Mayanologist geeks like me. If there's 1 dot on the bottom, there will be 1 dot in the past wisdom position. 2 dots, 2. 3 dots, 3. So keep watching. Here we go. Next. Tone 2, pairing. Keywords: transcending duality, relationships, polarity, complementary, interdependence. In a relationship, people who are tone 2 have the choice to oppose or support, and everything depends on their choice. Past wisdom. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tone 7, divine feminine. 8, masculine. 9, future guide. 10. Tone 3, activating. Keywords: energizing, motion, busy, home, 3 hearthstones, communication. Tone 3 people are constantly in motion, always thinking, always busy, and sometimes restless. They are constant communicators, and possibly just to themselves. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, past wisdom. Tone 8, Divine Feminine 9, Masculine 10, a Future Guide 11. Tone 4, Stabilizing. Keywords: wholeness, foundation, definition, measurement, rules of the game, shape of the square. People born on Tone 4 days can be the rock, the stable ones, the foundation for others, and they will naturally create stability in their relationships, homes, and professional lives in order to be comfortable. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Past Wisdom, Tone 9, Divine Feminine 10, Masculine 11, a Future Guide, Tone 12. Tone 5, Empowering, the 5 fingers. Keywords: helping, vital order, giving, handy, crafty, inquiring. The number of vital order is evidenced by the 5 fingers and toes, the 5 senses, and the 5 stages of life, being childhood, youth, adulthood, middle age, and elder. Past Wisdom, Tone 10, 1 bar on the bottom and 2 bars up here, yeah? Divine Feminine 11, Masculine 12, and Future Guide of 13. That means next, Tone 6, we're going to hit Tone 1 in this position, right? Right. Okay, so Tone 6 brings to us balancing. Keywords: flowing, stability, balanced family, equilibrium, vitality. Picture a street performer balancing on a plank of wood that is rolling over a metal tube. This is the Mayan Tone 6 image upside down. Balancers going with the flow, knowing the one and the many, craving and creating a stable family. Past Wisdom, Tone 11, 1 bar, 1 dot on the bottom, 2 bars, 1 dot up here. Divine Feminine 12, Masculine 13, and the Future Guide is Tone 1. Now, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but to the best of my knowledge, nobody else has ever made the connection between Tone 6 and the circus balancing act. But one day I was reading the Dresden Codex, like you do, and I noticed that the tones are written horizontally and vertically, and I happened to be looking at Tone 6, and it just sort of flipped upside down in my mind, and bzzzt, a gentle bolt of loving lightning went off and lit a little candle that is still going. Also, I knew that some of the other terms for this tone are flow, flowing, family vitality, rhythmic, and when I saw this upside down 6, the tone for my system instantly became balancing. And this is not the sort of thing that I keep to myself, you know. I didn't do this for me. It's for you. You're welcome. In le catch, à la in. Tone 7, of reflecting. Keywords: pausing, centering, neutralizing, mirroring, top of the pyramid, Pleiades, 7 chakras. In the pyramid wave flow of 13 days, Tone 7 people are perched on the top step, seeing all perspectives with a 360-degree view, and they are pausing and they are reflecting. This is me, by the way, and I can tell you from personal experience that I love high places. And actually, I've been to 13 different Mayan pyramid sites. And I can see everything from up here, and I'm happily passing it all along to you. Now the past wisdom for every Tone 7 day is Tone 12. 2 dots, 2 dots. Divine Feminine, 13. Divine Masculine, 1. And the future guide of 2. So check it out. All Tone 7 people have the Divine Masculine as the very intense mini Big Bang. And, of course, we have the super cosmic Tone 13 for our Divine Feminine. Pretty cool, huh? Next, Tone 8, Harmonizing. Keywords: creating compatibility, claiming justice, finding fairness, regeneration, weavers of time. Tone 8 people need rituals in their lives, either leading or attending them, or just private ones at home. They are spiritual people, often psychic and very intuitive. The past wisdom is 13, the last of our easy peasy lemon squeezy bar and dot synchronicities. The Divine Feminine is Tone 1, Divine Masculine Tone 2, and the future guide of Tone 3. By the way, the Highland Maya of Guatemala, virtually the only place where the sacred Tzolk'een calendar is still being religiously kept, use Tone 8 as the preferred day for all ceremony. And there are some days that they almost never have ceremonies on, like Tone 13 and Tone 3, which, interestingly, are the only other 2 tones with 3 dots. Okay, moving right along, Tone 9, Patient. Keywords: persevering, steadying, lucky, fortune, completion, doorway, eyes on the prize, goal-oriented. Tone 9 people seem to know that they are a crucial part of the team and want to keep things heading towards completion in a calm and steady fashion. Past wisdom, Tone 1. 9 gives you 1. Easy to remember, easy to count. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1. All right, and keeping it easy, the Divine Feminine is Tone 2, the Masculine 3, the future guide, the very stable Tone 4. Okay, here comes Tone 10. We're heading for home, and we are manifesting. Keywords: co-creating, setting intentions, helping, collaboration, relationship. Symbolizing 2 hands working together, Tone 10 people are crucial helpers and best friends. Their past wisdom is Tone 2, their Divine Feminine, Tone 3, their Divine Masculine is Tone 4, and their future guide is the helping hand of Tone 5. Tone 2 on the bottom 2 hands, future wisdom guide, 1 hand. Wow, how handy. Okay, next, Tone 11, resolving. Keywords: discerning, problem solving, counterbalancing, detail-oriented, controlled chaos. Tone 11 people can perceive anything wrong or disparate with a situation, and they will speak their mind to resolve it. Not afraid of change or modification, Tone 11 people are essentially neutral thinkers, unattached to dogma or sentiment. They are counterbalancers. Past wisdom for all Tone 11 people is Tone 3, Divine Feminine, Tone 4, Masculine 5, future guide, the balancing tone of 6. Ooh, did you notice that? Divine. Look back at Tone 6. There's 11 in the past wisdom, and here for Tone 11, Tone 6 is the future guide. Sacred geometry, sacred math, sacred Tzolk'een. Tone 12, we're getting close and we are understanding. Keywords: cohesiveness, comprehension, connections, completion, complex stability, and the cube. I know it's only C words, but they're all true. Tone 12 people have the knowledge and the skills to finish things right. They can see interconnections where others can't, and they offer solutions with complex stability. Their past wisdom is Tone 4, Divine Feminine 5, Masculine 6, and their future guide is sitting on top of the pyramid as Tone 7. Finally, Tone 13, Transcending. Keywords: cosmic consciousness, mystic, psychic, liberation, prophecy, destiny, shape of the sphere, and the 13 major joints of movement. Tone 13 people represent the hero coming home wiser after the completion of the journey, being the closer of the 13-day pyramid wave flow cycle. They are all about the good vibrations of a project well done, not so much of the doing or the making or the finishing, because that's everybody else's job. Past wisdom, Tone 5, Divine Feminine, Tone 6, Divine Masculine, Tone 7, and the future guide of Tone 8. Now this might give you a little hint as to why Tone 8 is the Maya's preferred day for public ceremony, yeah? I just thought of that right now as I was looking at it, and it might be completely true. Okay, so that's all I have to share with you today about the pyramid wave flow, that endlessly repeating 13-day cycle that never skips a day and never repeats a day either, because how could that even be possible? In la catch, a la king. I am you, you are me, we are one consciousness, and I love it. Namaste.